So today I am out at Soda City and I am just hanging out with some colleagues of mine in the training industry. And I thought I would pose a question to them that's related to the theme of our podcast, which is, how do we deal with all of these people issues? So the question for them today is, what do they think is the biggest issue we have from a relationship building and people perspective in the workplace and in their personal lives? And this is what they have to say.
All right. Hi, my name is Shandell Anderson, and one of the things that I think is a challenge with people currently in the work and in the personal life is expectations. So when we think about expectations, managing those expectations, unrealistic expectations, not having clear expectations, and that can translate into miscommunication, and it can end up with impacting trust, building that relationship with whoever it is, family, friends, or a colleague, and it just leads to a situation where there's not a lot of clarity as to what to expect, what the way forward is. So I think that is a true issue that we're dealing with in our personal and work lives currently.
Hi, my name is Eureka Floyd, and I think the issue that the greatest issue that is facing people generally and in the workplace is civility. A lot of times you're finding people are not even giving each other the common courtesy and being disrespectful. So we can just add a little more civility in how we interact with each other. I think that would go a long way in helping us to understand and get along with each other.
Hey, I'm Justin. I think one of the big issues we have in our workplace is, especially when it comes to training and talent development, is keeping people engaged. We put people through a lot of training modules, some of them pre-recorded, some of them live. Some are long, some are short, and especially with the long ones, it's difficult to keep people focused. So that's a big challenge we face. I know it's something I deal with frequently.
For you, the United States is facing or has faced an unprecedented experience. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, as we now know it, has been what they say eliminated from our federal government, from other workforces as well. But I'm here to tell you that diversity, equity, and inclusion has always been here. It just so happens to be that we put a name to its face. What we were able to do with diversity, equity, and inclusion is to bring people to the table who may not have actually had that opportunity. And so for me, the people experience, when you take diversity, equity, and inclusion out of the people experience, that means you are overlooking individuals within the workforce who absolutely have barriers, who have overcome those barriers. And so now what's next? When you think about it, diversity, equity, and inclusion has always been the pinnacle of where we are and what we've been able to do. That's a part of leadership development training. That's a part of everything that we put into our efforts as learning and development professionals. We want people to grow. We want people to develop, but you can't do that without having that component. So now that that label has been taken away, my question is, what is the workforce doing in order to take that to the next level?
Hi, I am Dr. Lakeisha Adams, and the people skills that I think is lacking right now is self-awareness, and self-awareness from the aspect of, am I conscious, am I intentional about how my words, thoughts, and actions land on the people around me? And this is important because if I need you to do something, if I want you to do something, if I don't address you correctly, if I don't approach you appropriately, it might shut you down. Not that you're not willing to do the task. I shut you down emotionally, I was offensive, and all of these things could very much be unintentional, but I should be very, very much aware of how I come at you. So the people skill that I think we should be intentional to cultivate is self-awareness.